Ain't it fun living in that real world?
Like a part-time job, this is something you think about like nonstop, because the anomalies are so frequent that you just can't help but, you know, to notice them. If you have the eyes to see, you know, the wherewithal to understand exactly that this is not where you belong. You know, I'm sure you've probably already been privy to, you know, some of the new changes that have been going on because they're so frequent.
Yes.
You know, Brian just told me recently that the Ku Klux Klan, as it's known now, is known as just that, the Ku Klux Klan. I've never known it as that. I've always known it as the Ku Klux Klan. It kind of ran with the KLs, and that's kind of a shocking, you know, discovery for me, because that's entirely different from how I've known things to be. That being said, I don't want to dominate your show, Brian. I'll go ahead and let you carry on, bud, because you know exactly, you know, where to go from this. But there's a lot of things that have been happening in my own personal experiences within the last time I've shared, you know, my opinions on your show. So, Bob, I'll let you take it away, man. You're a dominant source. So,
I agree. I remember the Ku Klux also the KLU.
KLUX. Yep. Yeah, I get it.
Yep.
So, yeah.
And there's tons of residue that I sent to Brian as well.
I'm looking through it right now. The residue you sent me, it's crazy. Like, okay, because I was actually...
I don't remember how many I sent you, but I know it was well over 15, 20. I know it was well over that.
I will say this, you know, in the interim, is that you're going to find a lot of people jumping in nowadays that are trying to discredit what we're doing. I just noticed that recently with one of the other channels that I was, conversing with, and you guys may know of this channel, and the channel is called Recall Vector. Recall Vector. I don't know the guy's name. He's out of Hawaii, and he may be going through his own experiences, and you know, given the guy may have his own, you know, his own beliefs and thoughts about things that are going on, which I'm certain that are valid. You know, the thing that concerns me most is that we have the own interior, you know, skepticism amongst people that are truly experiencing these things, as opposed to the people that are jumping in as trolls that are just trying to discredit what we're talking about. Now, apparently, I've been discredited from him pertaining one particular incident that I experienced, which is pertaining to duct tape. Now, recently, I was in a Home Depot, you know, as now known as the Home Depot, and I saw a whole series of these adhesives that you see, you know, in the rolls that you know as duct tape. And if anyone knows duct tape, you know it's the, you know, the tape that you use for pretty much anything, for sealing up, something that's, numerous things, you know, duct tape. Okay, so anyways, I've always known it as DUCT tape, right? So that's how I've always known it, for a ducting tape, for taping up ducts.
I agree.
Yeah.
Well, when I was in the Home Depot, I saw this, you know, a whole series of tapes that were depicted as duct, DUCT, DUCK, like quack quack duct tape, and like that doesn't make any sense. And so I was looking at, like, you know, one brand, it was labeled as duct quack quack tape, and I was like, well, that doesn't make any sense. So I, you know, went down the line because I didn't want to get some, like, you know, imitation duct tape. And so I was looking at all the other names, and they all said duct, DUCK tape. I'm like, what the crap? I said, that doesn't make any sense. And I, you know, I posed the question to my girlfriend. I said, well, why does it always say duct tape? I said, that doesn't make any sense. She says, well, that's what it always has been named. It's always been named duct tape. I said, what the hell? That doesn't make any sense. I said, why are ducts, like, you know, even related to tape? I said, they don't have anything to do with adhesives.
Exactly.
She says, well, that's what they've always been called. And I said, well, no, they haven't. And I said, it's for ducting tape. You know, that's how it's always been called. And so I saw this anomaly, and I went ahead and I pointed this out to this channel called Recall Vector, and I don't know his name. He's out of Hawaii. And so I told him about it. Moments later, he sends me back a thing saying that I am essentially a troll, and or you know I'm what do you call God, what do you call it? I forget the terminology, but he basically said that I was a fake, and then he said that I was just trying to troll him, that I fooled him, and that I'm just messing with him about all these these facts that are coming about, and I was doing a good job at doing it. And now, meanwhile, if you look at some of the things that I've shown him before, they were not fakes at all. They're actually completely on point. But now he's calling me out as a fake because I pointed out duck as DUCK as compared to DUCT, and he looked it up and it changed. And now he doesn't believe in the flop. Now, he doesn't believe in the flop. He thinks the flop is... What?
Oh, no, I'm just going to send y'all some residue.
Yeah, and so now he's saying that I'm trying to fool him on, on the DUCT compared to the DUCK. And now this all comes about even before that, when he doesn't believe that Brooke Shields was the original Gerber baby. Now, he did a whole big thing on Gerber baby having like hexagonal eyes and all that kind of stuff. So there was some kind of weird, Mandela within that, but he's trying to call me out, saying that I'm a fraud, that I'm just kind of going along with, whatever kind of trolls are out there. But as far as my recollection is that Brooke Shield was always the Gerber baby. Now, he's now calling me out, so this Recall Vector guy is absolutely at odds with me on whether or not I'm truly experiencing this Mandela effect with all you guys, because I mentioned the duct tape. So I don't know if you guys are out there that are actually experiencing this, or in agreement or denial, either way, of if I'm telling you the truth. But this type of thing happens, is what I'm trying to point out, is that once you point something out that may be your own very truth, it's going to change, and it's not going to stay consistent. And if you haven't seen this before, it happens quite frequently. And this right here doesn't mean that you're a fake or not, but this guy with Recall Vector, that's what he's known as, he's now called me out as a fake. So if you guys think I'm a fake, I completely understand. If you don't understand exactly how, the Mandela effect works, I could certainly appear as though I'm a fake. But I've been involved in this anomaly since October of 2017. So I'm certainly a newbie, but I'm very astute, and I'm very aware of what's happening around me, and I know what I know. Just like your own memories, you know how to get home, your name, your mother, you know things. Okay, so when you know certain things, I know a lot more than I would say, a lot of people do, because I'm a history guy. I know a lot of things. And so I'm not saying that I'm perfect. I'm a human being. I don't know everything. And if I don't know something, I will claim to tell you I don't know it. I'm not that good on it. But when I do know things, I do know things.
Well,
and when I'm being called out by someone that's claiming to know that my things don't match up with his, well, that's just a privy to the Mandela effect.
No, that's his pride getting in the way of things. That's how I see it.
And I think that this is something that's going on recently, is that there's a lot of separation. There's a giant wedge going in that's separating a lot of the people that are experiencing the Mandela effect, that are trying to purposely drive that wedge amongst all of us. And if you guys don't agree with me, please speak out, because I've seen this. A lot of us that were very close just a short while ago are now having wedges driven in between all of us. So we don't have any kind of communications, and we're all looking at each other like you're the one that's to blame. Okay. And if that's the case, you guys, listen, we have to keep this closeness, this love going on, because there's something out there that's saying we don't want you to talk to each other. So I just want to tell you, There's going to be a lot more channels, a lot more people like this. I don't know if this guy's for real in the first place. I tried to help this guy out that was just getting started in his channel, and he wants to call me out like that. Well, this guy has, has been kind of, wishy-washy with me. And I want to make sure that you all know that I am who I am. I know exactly what's going on. This is not something that I'm going to take lightly because I'm here to help out you guys that don't know what's going on. So if you think that I'm trying to fill you with any kind of, guidance towards what you need to believe, I'm not here to do that. You know in your gut and your heart of what is true. Okay? So you could take whoever you want to go ahead and believe, but I'll call this guy out right now, and I'll put this guy on the line if he wants to go ahead and be man enough to get on the line with me and challenge me to that fact. But I showed him the proof of the residue that Theresa, if you're on the line, you sent me as well, and I knew that
I'm actually sending Brian some duct tape residue for you. Okay,
so he wants to call me out on some duct tape that I'm not real?
Oh, there's plenty of residue out there for you. There's plenty of residue.
Okay, and so he calls me out over duct tape that had recently changed, but meanwhile, he also brought in, and I'll show this to you, Brian, I sent you something on your messenger that you could see as part of our conversation between me and this guy from Recall Vector, that he's saying that, well, hold on, I want you to look this, Brian, look it up. He says that I am a, oh gosh, I forget how to explain it, but a passive-aggressive, I want to say, that I'm trying to stir things up. So I don't know if this is like something that, is part of the AI or whatever he is, but I want to point this out to everyone that you're going to get this. The moment you speak out, guys, you're going to have a lot more people like this that are coming out of the woodwork that try to question you. And now I'm calling him out. If he thinks he's the real deal, well, bullshit now. I call you out, bub. Because guess what? I've been here for a while, and you're just a newbie. You know what? And I don't know who the hell you think you are calling me out. Because guess what? I'm the real deal, and I'm really experiencing this. You want to call me out and call me some kind of gaslighter? I call BS, Brian. And I expect you guys' support on this one as well, because guess what? This guy over there trying to drum up some shit, but I'm trying to help him out as, look, as most of us would.
Mm-hmm. And you were only trying
I don't like somebody calling me out, and guess what? I'm going to be pissed off about that. I'm still going to show love, guys, but someone's going to call me out. Call me out. Speak up. Get on the line. Let's go ahead and let's put you face to face with me. Call me some kind of BSer. I'm going through this shit like everyone else of you guys. And I don't mean to be vulgar by any means, but guess what?
That guy is Mandela affected himself, isn't he? The guy that we call Vector guy, isn't he affected?
He claims to be. He's got some like really ornate, intro with some no donkeys. But guess what? I call bullshit on this guy. If you think you're the shit, you think you know what's going on, get on the line with me then, bub. Talk to me.
See if we can get him on the phone.
See if we can get him on the phone. If this guy's true, call me out, man. Come on.
Yeah, really.
Come on, Mr. Recall Vector. Call me out.
I don't know.
Let's do this.
You were trying to help him.
I was trying to help him out. He tries to call me out. Are you some kind of fool? You know what?
Don't make no sense.
Oh, Brian, I sent you over some of the dialogue. Put it up. Post it. Let me see it.
I did. I'll post it again.
Post it again. Let everyone else see what this guy Recall Vector's all about. And Mr.
Also,
what do you got? 600 subs? And then call me out, Mr. Hawaii. I guarantee you're full of crap.
It's okay, Troy.
Troy, it's all right.
It's okay, Troy. You're getting as mad as I got about who. I can't say his name.
Look, guys, I'm trying to keep my composure here. But you know what? Someone trying to say that I'm some kind of gaslighter? What? Who uses that term? Gaslighter. Who says that? What are you? What, 1800s boy? What are you, 1800s boy?
Look.
Who are you?
Look at this. Look.
Let me look in your face, Mr. Gaslighter boy.
This text conversation is on the left where it says, company I work for is a 3M vendor and is certified scam installer is gaslighting me. You know, he's accusing you of gaslighting him. That's messed up.
Who says gaslighting nowadays, huh?
I never heard the word.
Yeah. Yeah. What? I'm a gaslighter. I'll gaslight right in your face.
You know, gaslight.
Light that match right in your face. Right as I gaslight right in your face. You know, listen, guys. Hey, this is the type of crap I'm telling you guys about. You have these guys that are saying crap like this, you know, that don't match our thing, so they don't believe anything. This is the type of crap that I'm telling you about. Recall Vector. Who names themselves Recall Vector? What the hell is that? Recall Vector. I thought this guy was like legit. I was trying to help this guy out.
I have no idea. I'm not hiding behind any names.
No, nor am I. This guy, put your name out there, Recall Vector.
Hey, listen. So what is this effect you sent me that he did a video on the Gerber baby? What is this?
Okay, so he did now I was telling you guys about this what, a couple weeks prior, about Brooke Shields being the Gerber baby. That's that's what I've always known. And in fact, Theresa helped dig up some information that was true. She helped validate my thoughts and beliefs. And because and people in the comments too also believed that Brooke Shields was the Gerber baby. Mm-hmm. But now, you know, apparently it's always been, now it was originally Brooke Shields, but now there was a Randy Gerber, but then it changed to some other lady. I don't know her name now, but it's changed like 3 times. It's like, this makes no sense. So the Gerber baby has changed like multitudes of times. So who knows who
that is. Lips of the baby look messed up to me. It's like this big gap right here. What's up with that?
And look at the eyes. The eyes have like, you know, hexagonal eyes. The pupils are all hexagonal. You notice that? Look at enlarge them.
What?
Yes, look at the eyes. Look at the eyes closely, guys. Look at them enlarge.
Oh my goodness, that's so crazy. There was another video you sent me that was dolphins can now blow huge donut-shaped bubbles now. Okay, I'm glad you. Yeah.
In fact, I think Theresa was the one that sent me that. How do you like knowing that when you're underwater, that now you can't just blow like bubbles, but you can blow like actual ring bubbles? I mean,
wait, you're talking about me or a dolphin?
A dolphin can.
No, you too. You can do that. There's some magical way that now
I don't think so.
Yeah, exactly. Good, because you can't. Because you can't. And guess what? Now you can. You can't blow.
I gotta try this one day.
Right. Go ahead, try. Try to blow a ring bubble.
Right.
Yeah, bullshit. I call bullshit. You know, there's no way. I've never been able to secretly blow some kind of like ring bubble. Yeah, right. Bullshit. And then resize it. I call bullcrap. You know, no way. Yeah, right. Come on, magical water. You can't blow some magical ring bubble. You got to be kidding me. Who are you guys?
No, that's
actually, I think when you're smoking, you can blow like rings of smoke, right?
When you're blowing ring, yeah, of course. When you're blowing smoke rings, sure. But you know, you can't blow ring bubbles. Bullshit. You know, who do you think you are? This is bubble. It comes up in a one big plume of bubble, and guess what? They're gonna get this, and it's all gonna be. You've never been able to blow any kind of ring bubbles.
Wait, hold on.
I guarantee you. Watch, we're all idiots here. In like what, next week?
People can do.
We're all going to be idiots now that we saw this. Oh, yeah. Meanwhile, you have dolphins in captivity for how long? What, a long time? And now you just discovered this? Bullshit, man. I hope you have this on like recording, because I want the world to know that this is bullshit. This is such a fake world. You know what? You can't blow ring water bubbles. Give me a break.
Look what the AI does to me, guys. Look at this. I got frowning faces on every link I just opened.
Good.
Fresh
Good.
info.
Good. Let them all have frowny faces. Yeah, that's right. I have frowny faces back at you too. Boo.
I'm looking at the Klux Klan right now, and I'm frowning big.
You guys are, exactly. Stupid looking frowny faces.
Hey, Lisa, go try to blow some bubbles underwater.
Well, good. I frowny face back at you.
No, but we're the
Suck
main
it with your
topic.
frowny faces.
We're talking about the Ku Klux Klan is now the Ku Klux Klan.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Let's just draw some L's. Wow. Yeah. Well, good for you.
Messed
It's always
up.
the Ku Klux Klan. That's how it was always known. I don't know what you guys are, but you know what? Whatever kind of like multiple timelines, you know, our Ku Klux Klan or Ku Klux Klan, they all suck. You know, you need little coney hats. You know, call them whatever you want now. You know, you guys just make believe. It's all one big giant fairy tale to make us all, you know, hate and fear. That's fine. That's fine. You know, everything, everywhere, and everything I do is all fake. You know, everyone I look at nowadays, I look at as though, you know, you're just full of crap. You know, it's not what we think it is. You guys out there that are listening to this, you know, God help you. You know, I don't know what kind of world you're living in. I don't know what belief that you think you're in. But you know what? God help you guys. You know, this is a world of make-believe. And
They're
you know, it doesn't
changing
matter what we
everything as
talk
we
about,
know,
it's going to
guys.
change. It's multiply changing. And you know what? We're all going to be made to look like a bunch of jackasses, but I hope somebody hears this one day and actually is able to decipher it. Because guess what? This is not where you think you are. You know what? I have no idea why we're here, no idea what we're doing. But you know what? To be changing the realities that we're in constantly, that we be made to look like a bunch of jackasses, like this guy Recall Vector. You know, that guy can go screw himself as far as I'm concerned. I thought he was a legitimate guy and was able to, you know, understand exactly what's happening. No, not true. This guy's a jackass too. You know, and this guy, as far as I'm concerned, is a piece of crap. You know, and go suck it in Hawaii, Recall Vector. Because guess what? You're a big a joke as anyone else. You don't call me out like that.
Wow,
you know,
he
I'm
shouldn't-
pissed off at anyone else that wants to go ahead and not realize the fact that, you know, we're all supposed to have unity. I don't know what's going on with the unity nowadays. This is a giant wedge that's being driven in between all of us. You know, I'm trying to reach out for anyone that needs help, and anyone that wants to drive that wedge between what's going on and what's true reality. You know, it sucks. I don't know where to turn, who to talk to. You know, who's my real friend? I don't know.
Right.
I have no freaking idea what's going on. But you know what? It's being done. And I'm ready for anyone to turn on me at a moment's notice. And it sucks. Because, you know, just when you think you know somebody, you don't. Just when you're trying to help somebody out, they turn against you.
Yeah.
I know, that's messed up, man. That is so messed up.
I thought I knew my friends. You know, you would think that you know your own friends and people that actually know you. You know, instead of looking at you like you're their opponent now.
Yeah.
You know, and it sucks. But this is not where you think you are, guys. You guys think you're somewhere safe. You're not. And guess what? Tomorrow it will change again. And I'll meet a new one of you. And it's horrible to think that. There's only a few of us that are hanging on to reality. There's only a few of us that actually know each other. And guess what? We're going to find out day by day of who we all know. And the key word that we all know each other, guess what? That'll change too. Anything that you point out, it's gonna change. So we're all crazy. So guess what? We're all lunatics. And you know what? I know exactly how, you know, I mean, my God, if this is like something that Noah was experiencing back when the flood was coming, well, guess what? I know exactly how he felt in that term that we're all nuts. No one's going to believe us. But guess what? It gets even crazier than that because anything we're saying will change. It's not just that something else is coming. Is that everything that we're saying and experiencing is changing. So we're constantly like lunatic minded. We're nuts. So I have to come to terms that whatever I'm saying in my own reality, it's nuts to you guys. It's nuts.
No, we believe you. I believe you.
I do too. I mean,
until tomorrow. Well, guess what, guys?
No,
I don't know.
Listen. I've had too many weird paranormal stuff happen to me. Brian knows that, right, Brian?
Yes. Too many weird.
I don't take anything.
Paranormal stuff.
I don't take anything weird for granted no more. I say anything goes every day. it's like it's kind of like I feel like I'm on a roller coaster ride and I can't get off.
Wait a minute, guys.
Does that
Wait,
make
hold
sense?
on. I just caught something. Teresa, you sent me something from timeline.com. This is proof
What?
right here of a change from the Ku Klux Klan to the Ku Klux Klan.
Which one?
In the middle of it, it says a contingent of women Ku Klux Klan members from Pennsylvania arrive in Washington, D.C.
I
Right.
see a bunch of stuff.
It says Ku right here, but then down here it says Clue.
What?
Yeah, it's that every now and again you catch it in the middle of a change.
Right, exactly. And then someone could say, "Oh, they just put in an L." Okay, why didn't they just put in an R? Or like, why didn't they just put in like a, an S? Right? Why didn't they just put in another word? It's just something else that we just so happen to just call it all along.
The Statue of Liberty.
Why just put in a Z in there? The Kazoo Klux Klan. Come on, guys.
Ku Klux. It was never KU, guys.
It was never KU because it was always that. You know what? And again, whoever's listening to this, I don't know if this is going to be, documented throughout history. Because guess what, guys? As far as I'm concerned, man, we got some like serious things to contend with, man. I'm pretty well convinced that this is it. I'm pretty well convinced that this is it.
This is our final chance. It's the final.
This is it, guys. I think that we're all screwed. We're gonna have to figure out what's going on. I think this is it, guys. I do. I'm pretty well convinced that no matter how we feel or how we believe, that this is gonna be it, guys. I hope you hold on tight and have your faith. Because guess what? I think that this is it. I think we're it.
Brian?
You guys are in for the unveiling, guys.
That's right. The unveiling is happening.
You know, if you don't have your pants on tight and your beliefs straight, guess what? I'm done. I'm tired of convincing all you all fools. I'm done. You guys think I'm a fool? Fine. That's fine. I have my beliefs straight. And guess what? I wish the best for you. I've tried to reach all y'all. I have. I've tried. You guys look at me like I'm nuts. But fine. That's fine. I will agree with you that you think I'm nuts right now. Until you're on the final step, looking your maker right there in his face and saying, "Hey, oh boy, I should have probably had some faith in you." And you should have. And you really should have. Because guess what? After all this time, you drifted away. You didn't listen. We tried to tell you that there was something changing. And it's so drastic of biblical proportions. And we reached out for you guys. I don't know what else to tell you. You shunned us. We tried to tell you that there's something going on. And now it's here. And
Hello?
Hello.
What happened?
Where'd he go?
Troy? Did we lose them?
Wow.
Guys? What happened?
Brian?
Anybody? Lisa?
Hey, Theresa.
Hey! Should we just do the show ourselves?
This is our show now, girl. Let's go.
What happened, everybody?
I have no idea.
Well, I can talk about the comment I've seen. Dead GPK says something about, was there, it says right here, shackles. Dead GPK said, Statue of Liberty changed again for me last week.
Wow.
And then it said, and Dead GPK says, there are chains and shackles.
Okay, Brian's left the call and stuff, so I guess we should probably...
At the feet now.
You hear me?
Do you remember the Statue of Liberty ever having chains and shackles on the feet?
Oh, no, but Brian's left this, call, so should we hang up and try to see what's going on?
Hey, guys, anybody who's out there, who can you hear?
No, Brian's left the call, so, I mean, I think we should probably...
Well, who else left the call?
It looks like nobody but him, but I don't know what to do, so we probably should hang, or we should call him and see what...
Is it just you and me running the show?
I think it still says, Troy's icon thing is there, but Brian's left.
Who was that talking,
you
Brian?
know I'm not the one to ask about any of this stuff. I have no
Let me ask everybody. Hey, people, the audience out there, who can you hear talking right now? How many people? Oh, Lisa, say something.
Hi.
Hey, that's Lisa, and this is Theresa. Can you hear both of us?
Guys, sorry about that.
Yeah, what in the world?
Yeah, booted
We're
off.
running your show, Brian.
Yeah, booted off my own show by
I should have just started singing. Oh, some lady is Lisa. Some lady is Lisa. Lisa
Yes.
and Theresa and Brian just joined us, and I don't know where Troy went. He just kind of fell off the wagon, I guess.
He must have got booted out too. Then I don't know.
Well, Troy was here.
I don't know what it is, but whenever you try and speak truth, that's what happens. They try to block you out or whatever.
What does Take On Do say? He says, LOL from Oscar, not Lisa, my other daughter, Theresa. No, I'm not your daughter. I'm Theresa. Wait a minute. Wait, who is Tai Kwon Do?
Melissa's there. Hey, Melissa, let's do some shout-outs. Dead GPK. What's up, brother?
Aurora 1, the foresight of 3 Eye Sony. Huh? Who else is in the house?
Mandela Mile, what's up?
A bunch of good people here.
Yeah.
Who else is? Larry Stevens, hi.
Taekwondo.
Who else is in the house? You already said that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you were going to talk about Residue for Black History Month, remember?
Oh, one was asking who was talking. Who was that?
Actually, this is Black History Month, isn't it, Brian? You know what? Can I tell you how I know?
February was Black History Month. We're now into something.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm a little late. We can just extend it.
It's okay. I was trying to get into the discussion of Eli Whitney too, because that's kind of on the same.
There's plenty. I got you some good residue for that if you want to share it.
Yeah, I'm gonna pull that up real quick so people can see.
I don't know what happened to Troy. Hey, Troy, if you're listening, come on back in.
Hey,
I think he kind of got upset about.
I don't know what happened.
he'll come back. Don't worry. He'll be
That's
back.
right. He's checking his blood pressure.
No, seriously, that's insane. Like he's sitting there trying to help someone out with residue and stuff like that. Good.
I know. I can understand when you're trying to help somebody.
Yeah.
They get all mad at you. I mean, I've had that happen once in a while where I'm trying to talk to somebody about the Mandela effect and trying to wake somebody up. And it's like they get so aggressive. And, you know, I have to be careful who I pick and choose who I'm going to wake up. I mean, Brian, you've tried to wake people up lots of times, right?
Yes. Yeah, I mean, I wake up.
Yeah, and I didn't.
I can't do it when I'm at work.
For some reason, this
I
weekend, I didn't wake anybody up. Saturday or today, I wasn't in the mood to wake anybody up, although I did see a few Mandela effects and a few residue things, I didn't wake anybody up this weekend. And usually every weekend I wake maybe 2 to 3 people up, but for some reason the energy just feels off.
Theresa, I have to tell you something though. Because
what's the matter?
we have a group text at work where like 10 of us text each other throughout the day.
Yeah.
Like it's to let them know if you're going to be late or something like that. But one of the texts that came through, someone sent a picture of some cows and it said, "Sweet dreams are made of cheese." And I was so tempted to start talking.
Yes, I've seen that one. Yes, yes. I remember "Sweet dreams are made of these. Who am I to disagree?"
Now it's this.
Yes. There's plenty of residue for that.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, plenty of residue.
Oh, yeah.
Have you had any weird experiences this week? Strange
Not really. I haven't. What about you, Lisa? Your turn.
Not really. No, nothing really that stands out to say or talk about. I have stuff. Strange things happen every day for me. I mean,
that's a good one.
Ask your audience if they've had any weird things happening to them last week.
Have you guys had any weird things happen you want to talk about? We can definitely give you a shout out.
You should do the call-in show. Can you still do the call-in thing? Do you have that number?
Yeah, I do.
We should do a call-in.
Yeah, we can do a call-in. We got time for a couple of call-ins.
Yeah, anybody want to call in and talk to, you can ask any one of us a question if you like.
Yeah, the number is 850.
I'm here. Yeah.
850-764-1552.
Say the number again.
I'll post it in the chat.
Okay, cool. Yeah, you guys want to call in and talk to us? What was that?
I was laughing.
Oh.
I see your comment, Lisa, about the Gerber baby. Yeah, no, she wasn't the original me either.
Yeah, there's an older lady. She's died. Yeah, she died, and it's something I read a long, long time ago too.
Yeah.
Now, Brooke Shields may have been a Gerber baby at some point or represented it, but I don't remember her in the original.
You don't?
No.
Troy seems to remember it.
Yeah, he does. But see, there's no right answer with all this, like.
That's the thing about the Mandela effect is everybody has different memories, and like they were saying in several different videos, that the way that I understand is there's like a river down the middle, and there's different branches that are coming off the river, and we're the branches. We're branching off into different realities, and I wondered if maybe we're just trying to find our reality that we all belong in, but yet I remember my original home, and I don't think we're ever going to get back there, Kind of like the show Sliders that was in the 90s. You remember that one, Brian? Sliders?
Yeah.
Remember how he kept sliding around trying to get back home?
Yeah, and he had, if you remember correctly, we have a caller, by the way.
Oh, awesome. Find out who it is.
Hang on, let's get him back in here. Hold on, I'll be right back, guys.
Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Oh, again, we're left.
So, Lisa, what do you want to talk about?
I don't know. What do you want to talk about?
I just know that every time I go grocery shopping, it turns into 2 hours of taking pictures of logos.
Yeah, I don't do all those things.
Oh, I do. I go around grocery shopping and, okay, this logo looks wrong. Click with my phone. Oh, here's another one. Oh, yeah, I'm supposed to be getting groceries, not taking pictures.
Yeah. It's trying to find you. You're not hunting it. It hunts you, is what I say.
Oh, wow. That was weird. It was a number that's not in service. That is so weird.
What?
Yeah.
That is strange.
Well, the person who's not in service, call back.
Call back and get your service turned back on.
Right.
What happened? Oh, that is strange. And it was ringing?
Yeah, it was ringing.
Weird.
Yeah, come on, guys. Somebody call in.
Dad GPC says, Kay says, LOL, it wasn't me. Come on, why don't you call in? Dad GPK, why don't you call in? We'd love to talk to you. Come on, call in, somebody. We can still talk about residue and stuff if you wanna, Brian. Hello.
Oh wait, hang on. 6-piece chicken McNugget says apparently avocado oil is a thing in this reality. What do you guys? Do you recall avocado oil?
Sounds
I don't
good.
No, but I mean, there probably can be oil made that way. I mean,
see, is that for cooking or
I'm not sure what
topical
do with it.
Lotion or something?
I know coconut oil is good for your skin.
I love some coconut oil. Big fan.
Oh, yeah. Me too.
Very good for your skin. That's how I start. That's how I keep young people.
Yeah, I can't tell.
I love it.
Avocado. I would say avocado, but it's
avocado.
Avocado.
You guys are from the deep south, and I'm from way deep south.
We say avocado.
Avocados.
Okay, so it is an edible oil, apparently, pressed from the fruit of Persia Americana.
Oh, there you go again.
We have another call, guys. Hang on.
Yeah, try again.
Hey, it's Eileen. To accept, press 1. To send a voicemail.
What?
Hello, welcome to our channel.
Hi, guys. It's Eileen.
Oh, hi, Eileen. How's it going?
I'm doing great. I'm only calling in because GPK is too shy to call in.
Oh, it's okay. Maybe one day he will.
Because he did a great video, I think it was this week, on the Statue of Liberty having chains around, we think it's around her ankles.
No way.
Like that, because you can only see the chains going up to her dress. and it's like she's chained to the base of the statue. It's really weird.
Wait, she's chained now?
She's chained now.
No.
You gotta go to Death's channel and watch his new Liberty video.
Okay, yeah, well, I'll look at that real quick. Thank you for...
That's crazy.
Yeah.
It is.
I've been doing a little bit of history research lately because I love history, and I've not been doing any research into history. I've only been focusing on like the Mandela effect for like a year now, because it is kind of, you know, all consuming. Once you see the changes, you can't stop looking for them. And there's some cool videos out there now. One's by Gnostic Media and one's by, I think, somebody called Rosette. I can't say her last name. It's like a French name.
Yeah.
And there was an empire called the Tartar Empire that long ago contained all of Russia, all of Asia, and all of Eastern Europe. It was huge. And the people who are digging up history on the Tartar Empire are actually connecting it. It was an old world order, somehow connected to our new world order. And what's interesting is that our history is just so full of omissions and lies that because only the victors get to write the history, the losers don't get to write the history.
That's right.
We have no idea where the 13 families, the Rothschild, etc., we don't really have any idea of their roots before, I think, 1700 in Germany. And they were Khazarian Christians turned Khazarian Jews who then moved to Western Europe and now dominate the financial world. They have like 95% of all the central banks, so they print all the money.
Mm-hmm.
And they might be connected to this ancient Tartar old world order that none of us know about.
That is interesting. Yes. For sure.
Oh my gosh, yeah. So much they might as well call it shiftstery because it keeps shifting all the time. You know,
that's what I'm wondering.
And
I'm wondering if it's changing or if they've never told us the truth in the first place.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, definitely some weird stuff going on.
I do know that the History Channel is doing some really cool programs that always revolve around the Knights Templar. Have you watched any of those History Channel programs on the Knights Templar?
I watched a movie about it, and I think they kept showing reruns of it. What about you guys, Theresa and Lisa? Have you guys seen anything on it at all? With the
No.
I mean, I
don't get the
not
Templar?
recently.
No.
Not recently.
Well, supposedly, I was watching History Channel and they found
the History Channel.
The cup, right? The infamous cup.
Right.
The cup of the covenant.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if the cup wasn't supposed to be the child of Christ and Mary Magdalene. Didn't they say that that's what they've been guarding at the Vatican all this time? I mean, I don't know if you guys read like Holy Blood, Holy Grail, and then Dan Brown just totally stole from England. He just took all their work and turned them into some really great movies. I mean, they were fun movies.
Right, of course. You know, it's one of those puzzle things that you go and one thing leads you to another kind of thing. It was a great movie. But we don't know how much of that could be based on fact or fiction.
Right.
You know, I want to believe that Jesus was. I do believe that.
You want to believe? Okay.
Yeah, I want to believe that it's false what they're saying. Like, you know what I'm saying? So much of history, you know, what we know and hold dear to us, it's just changing all the time.
I agree. And I never know, is it changing or did they never tell us the whole story? It's hard to judge if it's changing or if we're uncovering the truth that they never told us about.
I think maybe uncovering truth we've never known about, personally.
Mm-hmm.
Well, one thing I did find out about recently about the Knights Templar is that they were started in France, not England, even though they made London the Temple Mount. They rebuilt the Temple of Jerusalem in London. And they became the wealthiest Christian order on the planet by becoming mercenaries. And you know how in Chicago the mob would break your windows and then they'd come in and go, give us protection money and we'll protect your shop, we'll protect your windows. They made their money by selling safety to the pilgrims who were going from Europe and the Near East to Jerusalem once they were successful in taking over Jerusalem. And they won the first Crusades in the 1190s or 70s. And they took the money where they started their journey and issued them the world's first credit notes and said, if you make it to your final destination in Jerusalem, we will give you your money there. So now nobody has any reason to rob you and will protect you along the way. The only caveat was, if they didn't make it to Jerusalem alive, the Knights Templar got to keep all the money as a pilgrim. So now they had a motivation to make sure that these pilgrims didn't make it to the Holy Land alive. So they started running the world's first international banking system by taking money in different courts as Christians were departing and giving them credit notes, like a bank, and saying, if you make it to Jerusalem, we'll give you your money back. And they were put to death on Friday, October 13th, 200 years later. And they only got 500 of them. 3,500 went underground, and they started the Port of the Grail, which is Portugal, and the Cathars. And then they went up to Scotland, and they started the Scottish Freemasons. And the Scottish Freemasons founded the New World, which is the New World Order, the United States. So the connections I've got this week to the Knights Templar go straight to our government, go straight to the heart of who's running, the world banks now. It's the same people, basically.
The banks, yeah. I know it is. It's they have a family bloodline, that they like to pass it on to.
Yeah, and they allow 13 families to participate, apparently, in all these secret societies like the Bilderberg Group. And I think the 13 must be Christ and his apostles. I think there's a reason they take the number 13. And they were put to death by the King of France on Friday the 13th. So the number 13 means a lot to them, apparently, and 33.
Yeah, 33.
33, yeah.
33, Jesus' age when he died on the cross. That was his age.
Yep. So I feel they're still very much with us today, running things, and we're just starting to peel the onion layers back and see what's really going on.
Eileen, thank you for sharing that. I wanted to ask you if you had any synchronicities recently, any strong ones. Have you had any of those?
No, not this week. I had a couple of personal Mandela effects. The apartment I used to live in was bought by a new company and painted different colors, and my daughter and I drove down the street 2 weeks ago, and it was back to the old colors and the old name that it was before the new people bought it.
What?
So sometimes my Mandela effects take me backwards. Dead GPK knows that I did a video on I lost half my tires. I bought 4 new tires, but I didn't buy them on the same day. And then 3 months later, I only had new tires on the front, and the old tires came back on the back of the car. And the guy who sold them to me was absolutely shocked. He couldn't believe it. He had no explanation for how my old tires could have gotten back on the car. And he remembered selling me all 4. So I had a few reverse Mandela effects, where they're Mandela effects, but they're taking me backwards in time.
Wow. I never heard of anyone talking about that. That may be new.
Well, I've just had two in the last 2 months, I think, and they're personal. Nobody else is experiencing them, but once I did a video on it, all these people started commenting about they drilled a hole in the frame and put up a new door, and then suddenly the hole went back to where it was before so that the new door wouldn't close.
What?
It went backwards.
So I got to see that. So you have a video of the tire one for sure?
Yeah, it's called, I'm really small. I just started doing this about 4 months ago, and it's called Mandela Effect Tires. I think, Theresa, I can't really hear you and Lisa. I can only hear Brian. But, Theresa, I think you commented on my Mandela Effect bubbles, which is more kind of quantum science thingy. But then I also did Mandela Effect Tires.
Oh, have I been on the Facebook with you, or was it on your, was it on a video?
Yeah, it was on my comments. You're like, hey, you got to come and chat with us on Brian's show. And I'm like, hey, I'm always listening in. But I know.
Well, welcome then. That's you. Okay. It's like, that's cool. She made it.
Awesome.
Yeah, it is. It is.
That's awesome. I'm glad you joined us.
I love listening.
Oh, thank you, Eileen, for sharing all that.
Yeah,
And,
that's awesome.
I'm going to post this link to your video in the chat so other people can see it.
Yeah, definitely. Thank you for coming in and talking to us. That would freak me out. Spend all that money for 4 tires, and then you find out that 2 of them are still new and the other 2 are old. That's trippy.
Yeah, well, my Mandela effects are going backwards, but there might be a good reason for it. If I'm shifting backwards, I'm trying to quantum jump on purpose now with so you guys had her on, didn't you? On your other channel have Sue, what's her name, who does quantum jumping?
Cynthia Sue Larson.
Yes.
Larson, yeah.
And
she was on how long ago, Brian? Do you remember? A couple months ago?
Yeah, she was on a couple months ago. Yeah, I'm going to try to get her back on so we can interview some more with her, because there were some questions that I think I left out last time. And I'm sure there's questions that you guys all have too.
I would love to talk to her.
And I'm practicing.
Hey, Eileen.
So I'll meditate once a day, and I'll choose to jump into the best possible outcome of my life with my children and my family. I don't want to leave them behind. And then I see things going backwards. I'm like going, but maybe because that's going to give me a better outcome moving forward. Maybe I quantum jumped a few times into not such a nice outcome. I don't know, you know? All I know is I'm quantum jumping the other direction. My Mandela effects are taking me backwards. Wow.
Maybe it's a sign, you know, that we're supposed to get it right before we finally leave the planet, you know? I don't know. That's what. I have no clue. Hey, I'm glad you could come on and talk with us, Eileen. Thank you.
Thank you so much. I'll keep listening. I'm going to tune back in now.
Love your channel, by the way, and guys out there, please subscribe to One's channel. It's just capital O, little N-E, right? One.
Yeah. I'm little O-N-E, capital O, little N, little E. And I'm sure there's loads with that name.
Yeah, I'll share that channel. Hold on, where people can actually see it.
Mandela Effect Tires.
Yeah, just look up Mandela Effect Tires. You'll find it easily.
I think I'm the only Mandela Effect Tires out there.
That's funny.
He was trying to talk, and he felt so bad that he bought 1 tire for me, and I bought the other one. He was so sad that I had to buy like 6 tires for my car that he threw 1 in for free.
Yeah, there it is right there. And I subbed you on one channel. I'm going to sub you on my other one, okay? So there you got 2.
Awesome.
2 right there. And
Thank you.
Eileen, whenever we get ready to do Cynthia Sue Larson again, if she's able to come on, would you like to come on and talk to her as well?
Yeah, because I'd like to ask somebody who is an expert as to why my Mandela effects have started going backwards since I stuck in on purpose.
All right, well,
I really need to know.
Eileen, would you mind sending me an email or contact Theresa?
Sure.
Stay in, and we'll be sure to have you on whenever that comes available, okay?
Awesome. Thank you.
Thanks,
you, guys.
Have a good night.
Thanks. Thank you for coming. Bye, Eileen.
Bye.
Good night, Eileen.
Good night, Arlene. Eileen.
Oh, man, she's so wonderful.
Yeah.
That is so cool. I forgot all about that, Brian. I comment. I'm like, come on, Brian, show. Like, okay, which one?
Well, we can't forget about, you know, the people that we've had on before. You know, we've had I mean, I was just honored so much to have Dr. Tarrin Lupo come on my channel. That was one of the first
I wish
ones.
he'd come on again. I love him. He's awesome.
Yeah, we need to have him back. He's kind of been laying low with the Mandela, I hear, but it's okay. He needs to come back on and talk with us a little bit.
Yeah. What's some of the other guests we've had on before that you really liked?
Oh, Meegs B is a regular.
Where's she at tonight? Can you do a shout out for her and see if she can get her in the chat?
Meegs B, if you're out there, if you want to come join us for a little bit.
Yeah, does anybody in the chat room know how to get a hold of Meegs? We'd love to get her on.
We got time for one more caller if they want to call the magic number.
Is that the lady who, what was it called? One? Was that the one that called in? One?
Yes. One. Look up. Her name is Eileen. Will you make a note of her, Theresa, with me? Make a note of her for when Cynthia Larson comes on.
All right. One. Oh, Eileen. Okay.
Eileen.
What was that?
There's the phone number if anyone would like to call in. Huh?
Oh, come on. One more caller, guys. Somebody call in. Did Dead GPK go to bed, or is he still in the chat?
I don't know. It is getting rather late, you guys. And like I said, we got time for one more caller. If anyone would like to call in, we got about 10 more minutes.
I see he was there at 9/11. Dead GPK, why don't you call in? Oh, she said one on YouTube at gmail.com. We've got her email address.
Okay.
You see it?
I'll write it down.
Write that down. One on YouTube at gmail.com. Oh, he said he called before. Chicken McNuggets.
Oh, can you try again? Can you try again?
Well, he said he called the other time. What about this one called Aura 1, the fourth side of 3 Ice Zone? What about him or her? I don't know if it's a him or her. What do you think?
Yeah, thank you, Eileen. I'll be sure to keep you on the up and up about that, and so will Theresa whenever we can get Cynthia Larson back on.
Hopefully. Hasn't she been feeling under the weather, or what happened to her? Do you know?
I don't know. You know, we'll have to touch base again for sure. She stays busy with her work as well. I don't know if you guys know, I enrolled back in school, and I'm doing classes as well as working full time. So, and I got my kids to talk to every night, and you know, but I am staying busy and also taking time to you know, be with the Lord and everything. Praying helps, you know, get me through all this stuff.
Is anybody gonna call
weird
in?
change.
Should we just call it a night if nobody's going to call in, Brian?
Yeah, I think did Lisa leave too? Did she get bumped?
I don't know. Lisa?
Maybe.
I think she abandoned us.
Yeah, I was gonna have her actually exit us with a little prayer. Theresa, would you say a prayer for us?
You can do that. Oh, Dead GPK said, sorry, I'm trying not to wake anyone up in my house. You go ahead and say your prayer, Brian. You go ahead and say the prayer.
That's fine. I'll kind of.
I didn't know the Our Father.
I'll kind of.
You go ahead. If Melissa was here, she would say one.
Well, and I really like this one. This is by Marianne Williamson, Our Deepest Fear.
Oh,
and it's from A Return to Love, Reflections on the Principles of A Course in Miracles. And she goes on to say, our deepest fear is not that we are inadequate. Our deepest fear is that we are powerful beyond measure. It is our light, not our darkness. that most frightens us. We ask ourselves, who am I to be brilliant, gorgeous, talented, and fabulous? Actually, who are you not to be? You are a child of God. Your playing small does not serve the world. There is nothing enlightened about shrinking so that others can secure around you. We are all meant to shine as children do. We were born to make manifest the glory of God that is within us. It is not just in some of us, it's in everyone. And as we let our own light shine, we unconsciously give other people permission to do the same. As we are liberated from our own fear, our presence automatically liberates us.
Wow.
It liberates others. So, again, that's some good, inspiring words. But kind of the basis of my prayer tonight, I want to pray in the name of Jesus that we have a unconquerable, like we have a strength, beyond numbers to deal with these effects, and that we have, instead of fear, because fear is more of a negative thing, we're gonna go for love. So always shoot like I like how Eileen put it. She always shoots for the best possible outcome. Anytime she's shifting or whatever, that's what I would like to see. Always the best possible outcome. I hope that we all achieve it, and let's all hope that we shift together. I'd honestly hate to be alone in this matter. And Lord, we ask you, with our hearts that we just get through this together, and help others to see the things that we see, and maybe one day they'll. Hey, Theresa, you want to add to that?
No, I just want everybody to hang in there, and any new people out there that is just now experiencing the Mandela effect, welcome to our group, right, Brian?
Amen to that. Welcome, everyone.
Hmm?
Yeah, welcome everyone. This is my other channel. I'm gonna shoot this video over to the other one though. I've lost my live privileges for I think I have like 2 more months.
What?
Then I'll be back up on the.
I thought it was only for 60 days.
It's 90 days.
Oh, it's 90 days?
Yeah, it was 90 days from January 24th. So actually, it's coming up pretty soon, April.
When is question about when is that net neutrality supposed to go in effect? Do you know?
They were talking about it. I really don't know. I think as long as we're being cool about our broadcasting and not trying to like bash, like I really try not to bash YouTube or anybody like that because it just looks bad. So as long as we're not doing any of that sort of thing, I think we'll be okay.
Yeah.
And yeah, I wish like Melissa or like
I think Melissa's gone.
He does good with prayer, and so does
I know. I wish Melissa was on.
I just kind of put my thoughts together, and
Are you reading your comments in the chat room? No, it's late. Little by little, Brian. Be subtle.
All right. I see that R1. I got you. I got you. Don't jam it on people, he says.
People call in at the beginning of the show. This way they got time to call in. But I didn't know Troy was going to go on with his story. You know what I mean?
Wait, YouTube just threw me out? One? Really? No.
What do you mean they threw you out?
One said YouTube just threw me out. Whoa.
Brian, you still there?
Yeah, they won't even let you talk. That's weird. Anyway, guys, have a good night. It's real late over here. I know wherever you're at.
Are they dead? Are we dead in the water?
Well, I wouldn't say that, but have a great night, you guys, and God bless you all.
Oh wait, there we go. Oh, went to home screen. Is everybody still there? This was really weird. YouTube didn't like what we said about net neutrality. It didn't like me saying that word. Did you notice that?
Yeah, let's hope it doesn't come to that. Well, good night, everyone.
This is YouTube just threw me out.